and I can totally tell how disappointed all of you are right now. That look on your faces, you're just all wondering, why is Henry Winkler here at the block to talk about the Bones Brigade? Look, that guy's already out. He's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Chili Peppers somehow. I'm not a fan. Oh my God, it's great to be here. And I just want to say, the Bones Brigade changed their lives. That's who I am. I'm here today for that. I'm here for all the 50-year-old dads, you know, that take their kids to the skate park. Yes. I'm here for all the 50-year-old dads that go to the skateboard park in their running shorts and their running shoes, and they look at their kid, they're like, give me that board, damn it, I'm gonna slap a rock. That's what they say. I'm gonna still do a frontside grind, and they try. And then they take a gnarly slam and break their femur. I've seen it. And as they're getting wheeled out to the ambulance, they're still holding on to it. I skated Whittier, damn it! Mofo took a photo of me. I know O! I had to give a shout out to O, because I know O. O's here right now, I know it. Somewhere here, O would have ran up to me and said, what up, bitch? And would have ran away. But to be here and to just, you know, be asked to do this is such an honor because, like, you know, one thing I love about Bones Brigade's fans and Metallica fans and Rush fans is it's just dudes. It's so many dudes. Dudes with dreads, bald dudes, skinny dudes with tats. Like, it's just dudes that love to talk about the Bones. Like, we get, like, last night, it felt like it was so special because we had the opportunity yesterday to watch all of the guys in the Bones Brigade, all 6 of them skating over here. And I was just thinking to myself, I got emotional. Like, when are we ever gonna see that again? You know, at a certain point, everyone, like, I'm sure you've all seen the photo, Christian blasting over all of them. Did you guys all see that photo? Yeah. How it was a magician shirtless riding on the bike. You're like, oh my God, here's your trophy, you're the best. It wasn't like that, you know, people would bully me. I knew what it was like to be bullied. People would yell things at me. You know, and I told my dad, people were picking on me. He's like, who? And I'm like, Mom. You know, but I stuck with it. And at a certain point though, I did realize I had to give up magic. You know, you ever have to give something up? You guys, Anaheim, you ever have to give something, nothing? All your dreams came true in Anaheim? You realize you live in Anaheim. Okay, you guys. Yeah, I realized at a certain point if I was ever gonna have sex with someone else other than myself in a room alone, I had to put away the scarves. Yeah. So at 36, I got out of the game. With skateboarding though, I'll stick to this. My dad and I, he would be the one that'd take me on skateboard missions. You know, like at 12, I remember I got my first copy of Skateboarder magazine, like so many of us, and I would just stare at it. Pictures of Stacy Peralta in there, Tony Alva, Jay Adams. I would just look at these photos, and I would just stare at those photographs for hours, you guys. If I could get back the time that I've spent staring at photographs of those 7 dudes, I would have been such a better father, you know? I probably would still be married if I knew more about being married and not how to try to do a frontside invert. Like, if I could have done it again, I would try to maybe replace that knowledge. But at that point, my dad and I would just stare. I love that these 3 dudes like it, and the dude with the mustache not feeling it at all. He looks like he just got out of prison, so I'm not gonna get too much. I'm gonna go with my other prisoner friend with the tat on the neck to take care of him. There we go. Just trying to balance it out. I got a smile from him. I won't get stabbed. Awesome.
That's where I work.
At prison.
I'm a guard.
Oh shoot. Okay. We'll give you a board to give to the prisoners. The thing that with my dad and I was that he would take me on those missions, and I would show him the pictures of those guys skating different types of terrain. And I remember my dad one night came home, he said, Joey, grab your board. You know, I found this bank that we can, you know, take you to skate. And I remember I went there, and when I got there was a huge fence with a no trespassing sign. I said, Dad, you know, what do we do? He goes, just climb over. And if you get over there, just act like you belong there. He goes, if anyone doesn't want you to be there, just say, I didn't know I was supposed to be here, I'm sorry, just be polite. And you guys, I've used that trick my whole entire life to get so many backstages where I shouldn't be. Even this moment here, like, I don't know those dudes. I just wandered in and acted like I was supposed to do this, and they were like, all right, go up there. And right around the time I turned 13 years old, like a lot of other families in the 80s, my mom and dad decided to call it a day. You know, get divorced. That happened a lot. And it was like, you know, like for me, I always say your family's your first band. You know, like mom and dad are Mick and Keith, you know, Johnny and Joey, Tom and Mark. You know, the kids, they're kind of like the bass player. No one cares. You know, girlfriend Steve, no one cares. No one cares. And I remember that moment I even felt a little more lost. Like, man, who am I? You know, my family just got separated. Where do I belong? I used to be a magician. I like ABBA. I think the Village People are cool. I was lost, you guys. And my dad came to pick me up for the first weekend that he ever took me to his house and said, Joey, grab your board because there's a skateboard park by my house. And at that point, I graduated from the banana board to a Hout Mama Flex with indies and sin wheels. And I was like, all right, let's go. And I took the board, got in the car with my dad, and drove 30 minutes over the hill, and it took me to Winchester Skateboard Park. And that day, I didn't realize it, would put me on the path for the next 42 years of my life to this moment right now. Because at that skateboard park, I finally, you know, and at that moment, you know, when I stood there and looked at everyone skating and my dad talked me into going in there and I was so scared. I was like, Dad, I don't know if I'll be good. I don't know, I'm okay. I've never seen these many people skateboarding. He's like, Joey, go in there. And I remember he said these words to me, Joey, just go in there and give it a shot. Give it 15 minutes, and if it doesn't work and you don't like it, we'll split. I went in there for 15 minutes. That turned into an hour, into 6 hours, and then it turned into a lifetime of my love affair with skateboarding. And also, the first time that I ever came in contact with Bones Brigade member Steve Caballero. Yeah. It's okay, you can clap, you guys. You don't have to, it's not sad. He doesn't die at the end of the story, he's right there. And the thing you guys remember, like, I've been in Stevie's rearview mirror his whole entire life. Like, you know, to grow up watching Stevie skate has been amazing. It's one of those type of things where if people said to you, do you know Michael Jordan? And you're like, yeah, one-on-one with Michael Jordan. Like, it's been amazing to be a front row seat to his career. I mean, the dude is so influential. Even when we were kids, before we knew him, we would see him skate and then we'd walk around the park like this, just like, what's up? Just like, what's up? You know, Joe, what's up? Nothing. Like, we would just do that. We thought that would make us skateboarder. Like, I looked at the world sideways for like 2 years. I really did. Steve, let them know that's okay.
So funny.
Then, you know, around 83, 84, 85, you know, right around 81, around that, we know the park's closed. And at that moment, skateboarding, you know, if you were in, you were in. If you weren't in, it was done. You know, and it really came down to like, who's gonna stick, who's gonna be in the game still. And as I look around this room, I see so many people in my tribe that are still here, that are influenced by the Bones Brigade, that when they look at those 6 dudes, it still gives you that feeling in the gut, you know, and you're like, to be here today and to be here with all of them reminds me of, if that video hadn't come out in 1984, the first one, that was really the glue to my community as a skateboarder in San Jose to keep us really together. Because at that point, there's no internet, there's no like, oh, hey Siri, show me this. There wasn't that. You would watch those videos over and over and over. You know, and instead, all I want to say, and I hope it's the same feeling you guys have here today, is thank you. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for when things got tough. Thank you for people didn't understand who you were riding around on a piece of wood with 4 words. Thank you for being there. Thank you for making us feel that we were a part of something. Thank you for making us feel that we had brothers and sisters that shared the same ideas and thoughts that we had. Thank you for getting us through some of the toughest times in our lives. At this point in my life, I still have a board in the back of my car. I drive a Prius. There, I said it. You know, I like loud music. You know, I turned up Rage Against the Machine. F you. I won't do what you tell me. I'll crank that. You know, I tried to turn it up in the Prius. It was like, no. You got to keep that down. But in the back of my car, I still have a setup, because still at 56 years old, when things aren't going right, Whether it's with work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's with my kids, what do? If I see a parking lot and I'm making my way home and it's just me, I'll pull over and I'll go in that parking lot and I'll just take a couple of runs in that parking lot alone. And look, you guys, I've been to so many therapists. I mean, not a lot of therapists, but like, you know, you guys are all, okay. Is he all right? I'll tell you right now, you can pay $125 for therapy, or you can pump around in a parking lot by yourself, and I promise you, every bad thought, every piece of anxiety in your body will disappear. It will be just like you were 13 again. Just like when we all discovered that feeling of skateboarding. So when I say thank you, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Stacy Peralta. Thank you. You're the George Powell and Stacy are like the Rick Rubin and like George Martin of music, man. They brought these guys together. And in a time when Stacy, I'll never forget reading an interview with Stacy where he said, it was time for me to stop competing. It was time for me to hand it over to the younger generation. And he's referring to Steve and Mike and the rest of the guys. And for him to know that and to walk away, but to reinvent himself to the man that he's become and the leader that he became with the Bones Brigade, that to me, but I know exactly where I was when he pulled that 900 on the X Games. I know that, right? I bet you I could go around the room with each one of you. And you'd be like, I know, I remember. I was on the phone with my best friend, one of my crew from up in San Jose. I was on the phone and we were watching. Is it good? Oh, shit! Just running around. Oh, my God. We treated it like we were there. That's the connection. And recently, pretty stoked, Tony started following me on Instagram. You know, I was gonna like cut and paste and post it, and everyone's like, dude, that's not cool. I'm like, fuck it, that's cool. So now I'm going to his house for Thanksgiving. I don't know, it's gonna be amazing. Right now, Tony's like, did I say that you can do that? Thanks to Lance Mountain, too. Oh my God. Lance Mountain. Talk about a guy that's reinvented himself. Talk about a guy that's always pushing himself. Talk about a guy that always reminds you that skateboarding is to be fun. That was his part in the Bones Brigade. And you know what? Take that to the rest of your life. Like every time you're stressed, every time that you're, making the bills happen. Everyone here has mortgages. Everyone here has kids. Everyone here has bills, and you're stressed and you're going through life. But you know what I took away from Lance all the time was have fun. Because if you're not having fun, what's the point of all of this? Why are we doing it? Gotta say thank you to Rodney Mullen. Right? Rodney. Dude, they've been talking about lately, aliens are here? Shit. Anyone ever watch Rodney skate? He's not from this place. You listen to him talk, you're just like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's important. He's like a combination of an alien and Bob Dylan. You're just like, what is he talking about? Someone said last night, why is it whenever Rodney talks, you just start to well up a little bit? Because it's from the heart. He brings skating from the heart. It's like heart to his feet, to the board. All of those guys. Mike McGill. Thank you, Mike McGill. Thank you. Thank you for the McTwist. Did you hear what I said? Thank you for the McTwist. A trick that changed skateboarding. A trick that took people out of the game. Think about it. He invented a trick that took people, like, they saw that and they're like, oh, cool, I guess I'm done. All right, I'm out of here. Mike McGill, too, for me, was always the member of the Bones Brigade that you knew was like, you know what, I bet you that guy goes to the gym and eats well. Like, you just knew that about him. You knew that if you threw a football at Mike McGill, he would catch it and probably throw it back to you. Like, he had such a positive vibe with him. Tommy Guerrera. My brother from NorCal. With Tommy, all I can say about him is there's just one thing. He changed the face of street skating. That face of it. I mean, him, Nadas, those guys. I mean, what Tommy brought to skateboarding, and people don't talk about it. Killer vert skater, And I have a connection with him also being from Northern California. And recently, when I called up my friend Jimmy Thiebaud, you guys know Thiebaud from Real Skateboards? Yeah. Dude, that guy always was in Life's a Beach pants, constantly. I used to love that about him. And when I called him up, I said, hey man, I'm doing this thing for the Bones Brigade. Anything I should say about Tommy? And right away, he told me something I didn't know. Tommy can't swim. And I was like, what kind of friend does that to another friend? He said, you gotta bring it up. He'll love it. Bring it up. Tell everyone that Tommy can't swim. I was like, dude, I would never do that. I was told to be nice. And I want to ask Stacy tonight and the rest of the Bones Brigade, after this is over, I say we go to the hotel pool and we teach Tommy how to swim. All right, last but not least, I got to thank Stevie Caballero, another brother of ours from San Jose. I could say so much about Stevie's career because I've been there and I've watched it, and I'm so proud that we're both from the same city. I'm so honored that I walked into Winchester Skateboard Park in 1981 and had the chance to meet him. And I will say this, the only thing that is even better than Stevie's skating ability and who he is as an athlete is his love of friendship. That guy is one of the most solid human beings, and he's been one of the best friends to me. Because in a lot of times when Stevie was, flying at 10,000 feet, he always made sure all of his homies and all of his bros from back in the day were always taken care of. So I want to thank the Bones Brigade for bringing us together. I want to thank the Bones Brigade.
Thank you all so much for being here. This is the second day of the Bones Brigade experience. We started last night, yesterday, and we had really a spectacular time. We're super grateful to all of you for being here. The reason this all happened, many of you might or might not know this, but Mike McGill opened a skateboard shop 8 months ago. He invited us down there to do signings. We figured there'd be 100 people that would show up. They'd serve white wine, be like an art showing, art gallery. It ended up being thousands of people, so many people that they couldn't even get in. And we decided based on that we should do something, and that's why we're doing this weekend. In 2012, we brought out Bones Brigade, an autobiography, and we were fortunate enough to get it in the Sundance Film Festival. At the Sundance Film Festival, which takes place in January, you have 2 weeks. The film festival plays, and your film plays about 8 times over those 2 weeks. And every time it shows, they asked all of us to come there, and we came there, showed the film, and then after the film, we got a question and answer with the audience. It was always really a lot of fun to do that with the audience, and we wanted to begin today's festivities by doing a Q&A. So we're going to be passing around a mic in the audience. You guys can ask anything. We want to get going with you. We want to start this off in a good vibe. So whatever you guys have in your minds, whatever thoughts you might have, ask away, because we're here to let this thing rip. So thank you again for being here, and let's have a great day.
Where's Stevie Cab? All right, is this it? Is this our group? I love this group. I love this trio. All right, grab the mic.
Do we know the words?
I love that. I love that. When you take your role, that's beautiful. Look at Lance, man. Tony's been on the mic a lot lately, so I love that he goes right to his mic. Tommy G! Stevie Cab! All right. Oh, we got it. Somebody want a picture with this clown? I hung out with Chin. You didn't hear my whole shit? You got that right, Mike. Double Chin. You have a double. What else? What's the most second famous line? Third.
Shaq
famous
Black
line.
up here, Taylor.
What is it?
Nobody say Shaq Black up here. That stream of consciousness, I have no idea.
Yeah, we weren't doing anything back then. It just came out naturally. Yeah, on it. Butt puts and shout. So where you guys been? Not winning competitions, my dad. Not anymore. That's all right. That's all right. These guys are amazing. Not only are they amazing skaters, they're amazing people. And I was invited into this party, and I'm very grateful. Thank you guys. I don't belong on the stage with you, but God, I'm here. And thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. What a two guys. And I don't know where the master of all this was, Jason Peralta. He's probably gone. He just ran because he knew we're gonna. He's over there having a stale sandwich from the green room, which is black. Okay, we're gonna sing a song that Mr. Summers here wrote. It's really easy. You don't have to sing it well, but we're all gonna take a shot at it. You want to go first? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see if you guys recognize this song. Give us the song. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. Skate and is strong.
I love this game.
I skate to school, I skate. Yeah! Skating! Oh, you guys got it. I'm going to skating. School. I love to skate school. Skating create. Skating! Good night, everybody. We love you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. This was my wife and I's greatest 39th anniversary together.
Thanks for everything. And I just want to add a little tidbit because we're like, where's Jeremy back then? I don't think you guys.